All right, we are live, Holmes. Well, I guess it's technically a true statement, but it's not particularly valuable. Manpower. Well, Jake, getting a starting pitcher is not easy. Like, you have to give up real assets to do that, and we didn't want to do that. You know, maybe we just have to hope Marco figures it out, and that's all there is to it. And next year, we're going to have guys getting called up with a lot of promise. Mhm. Yeah, I heard about Ursua. I just don't buy it. He's too. I don't know. I feel like it would have happened by now, but we'll see. Okay. Test, test. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. Well, Jake, we got another closer who we think is going to be as good. And I think it's a reasonable thought. Well, yeah, Shivram. Well, Carson, the game turns into a layup then. That's really all there is to say about it. Well, yeah, we can't be that serious about winning this year because we're not ready yet this year. We still have too many top prospects in AAA. And some of the top prospects who are up, they're not all the way there yet. So,
Sorry about that, Chief.
oh, there you go, man. Okay, so I just got into a game, so give me a few minutes and we'll join up in the lobby.
Yeah, no problems. You gonna stream or no?
I am streaming right now.
Okay, that's actually good because I wanted to. I'm sure you saw my message earlier today, where sports media is comparing the Simone, whoever the fuck, they're comparing her to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Because for those of you watching the stream who don't know, this Simone lady is the Olympic gymnast who quit during the Olympics. She quit, and that's like never happened before. She's a quitter.
Mhm.
So sports media, in an effort to cape up for, is trying to compare her to Michael Jordan, saying that Michael Jordan, he took a big break for mental health reasons, and that's what they were trying to claim. So they're like, so you see this Simone lady, it's okay that she quit during the Olympics because Michael Jordan during the prime of his career quit. But for those of you who don't know, Michael Jordan was actually suspended very quietly because he was obviously the most famous and the most profitable athlete that the NBA had ever had. In addition to, of course, the one that they had right now, he was putting the NBA on the map. And the thing is because of the way that what happened with Pete Rose in Major League Baseball, David Stern, the commissioner, realized he couldn't afford having the same thing happen to Jordan, so he very quietly suspended him for a season.
Yeah, it was like a season and a half. It ended up being like a season and a half.
Season and a half, yeah. So he quietly suspended him because Jordan had been gambling very heavily. And the real problem is he had accrued severe gambling debts with the mafia. There are theories to this day that when Michael Jordan's father was murdered, it was sending a message to Jordan about how he was not untouchable and that he needed to pay his gambling debts.
Yeah,
so,
there are basically two theories about the Jordan retirement thing. Either because he was gambling, or it was because he was so bored of kicking the shit out of everybody that he just needed to do something else.
Yeah, which is something that I really don't believe. I think if his own personal decision-making came into the whole thing, then it would have been him trying to do a Bo Jackson style of thing to show people, look, I can be the GOAT in multiple sports. But if Jordan never came back to basketball, you can't really say that he was the GOAT.
Yeah, if he had just stayed retired, he would have had 3 rings and, like,
right.
That's not an MVP.
He certainly still would have been a Hall of Famer. But he would not have been remembered the way that he is now. Anyway, I say all this because I said the other day during the stream that got deleted, because Joker does not keep streams on his channel that are like just 15 minutes. Because something happens to where we got to cut it short. He's just going to cut it because who the fuck would want to watch that?
Yeah.
So,
some people thought I deleted it because of what Snacks was saying, and I want to say that's not the case. I don't care about that stuff that much.
And it's not even remotely, like, this doesn't even register on the Richter scale, the most outrageous things that I've ever said. And Joker's never had a problem with anything that I've said, at least not that he said to me.
Yeah.
So I say all this now because during that stream I was talking about this when it first happened and as I was finding out about it. It is extraordinary to think of an Olympian quitting during the Olympics because this has basically never happened before. People can't imagine this kind of thing happening. It's unheard of. And I said to Joker during that stream, if it wasn't for the fact that she was a woman, people would be roasting the shit out of her. The fact she has anybody caping up for her at all is because she's a woman, and for no other reason. And I mean, to think about an Olympic athlete quitting during the Olympics, because her excuse, which she said the reason why, is because while she was performing a routine, she got confused, like she got a case of vertigo or something, so she didn't know how many turns that she'd made. She couldn't tell which end was up anymore. Now, normally you'd think, oh, well, that's a pretty good reason to tap out, but it's the fucking Olympics. A guy I look up to a lot, Kurt Angle, literally had fractured vertebrae and still went out doped up to the fucking gills on Vicodin. Still went out there and wrestled and won a gold medal in the fucking Olympics. He potentially could have rendered himself paralyzed for the rest of his life if some accident had happened or the neck injury had been aggravated to too much of an extent. Someone quitting because they had a case of vertigo, to me, is baffling. Like,
well, I had another thought about it too. Like, if it were me, I would lie. I would be like, yeah, I fucked up my ankle. I would not say it's because I'm having mental problems. Like, I
Because
would
you're a
lie.
man and you'd know that you wouldn't be able to get away with that.
Yeah.
Because
It's like
here, Mike,
the cramp thing with LeBron. I was like, man, he's got to come up with a lie or something. You can't say
exactly,
you came out of the finals because of cramps.
exactly. And thank you for bringing up basketball as an example, because what this reminded me of was Paul Pierce. A lot of you probably aren't old enough to remember this, but during the 2008 NBA Finals, the Boston Celtics played the Los Angeles Lakers. There was a player on the Boston Celtics named Paul Pierce. During one of the games, he had this. It was a big show of what happened. That it seemed like he'd injured his leg. They had to fucking carry him out in a wheelchair. And the crowd, because the game was being played in Boston, the crowd was absolutely devastated because it looked like, oh shit, this is it. The Lakers are going to win because here goes Paul Pierce. They had to take him out on a wheelchair. Later on in the game, he came back to a triumphant standing ovation, and the Celtics would go on to win the series and win the championship. Paul Pierce winning Finals MVP. After Paul Pierce retired, he admitted that the reason this had happened was not that he had hurt himself, it's because he shit his pants and he wanted to go back into the locker room so that he could finish shitting, clean himself up, and then change his uniform.
Yes. Yes. By the way, he admitted this. This is not a conspiracy theory. He actually admitted that he did this. To be clear.
He admitted it on live television, yes.
Which was very stupid.
Right. And people have roasted the shit out of him for that. His reputation has never recovered. If I remember correctly, he doesn't even have that job commentating anymore.
Yes, although part of the reason why is because he went live on Instagram while smoking a blunt at a party one time, and they were like,
That's fair too, especially since ESPN's owned by Disney. That's fair. But the point is that for all intents and purposes, what this Olympian did is basically pull a Paul Pierce. Except she didn't come back after she cleaned her ass.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, there are still people roasting her, yeah, but because she's a woman, there are way more people defending her and what she did than if it had been a dude. And it is astonishing to me because I can't imagine an Olympic athlete fucking. Because, like, it's not like she's the first person in the Olympics to ever be in a situation where it's like, oh shit, maybe I should sit this next one out. It's because, number one, it's the fucking Olympics. Number two, it comes along once every 4 years. Number three, it's an opportunity for you to represent your country.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, these are important things to people. They're thinking, this is my only chance for the next 4 years. This is something that puts my name down in history just for being here, let alone if I compete at a high level and win. And also, my entire country is counting on me.
Oh, by the way, I'm out of that game, so whenever you're ready, let me know.
No problem. I'll go ahead and load up now. So here's the thing, is that, think about, for instance, Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is a professional swimmer. He's a professional competitive swimmer. He is, in fact, one of the best to ever do it. Now, here's the thing, is that Michael Phelps is a professional swimmer. That's not a sport that people generally care about at all. But a lot of people know who Michael Phelps is because, if I remember correctly, he still holds the fucking record for the most amount of gold medals ever won by a single person.
Yeah, and I don't think it's even close. Let me check to be sure.
Right, he fucking obliterated the competition in every Olympics that he's ever been in. The best swimmer of all time, pretty much. If he's not the most successful Olympian in history, then he's basically up there in the top 3.
Oh, okay, he has the record for most medals in a single Olympics at 8. The old record was Mark Spitz at 7. He also has 23 gold medals overall, which is, I'm pretty sure, let me check to be sure here. Yeah, it looks like second place is somebody who has 9.
Yeah.
So he has 23 gold medals. Second place has 9.
Yeah, and that's fucking insane, especially since the people who were coming in like second and third are, I think, the people who also have like the most silver medals and the most bronze medals. So it was
Mhm.
pretty much the same guys. It's all like, well, fuck, like I'm the third best to ever do this. It's just, I'm happening to be doing this at the same time as the second best to ever do it and the first best to ever do it.
Mhm.
That kind of sucks. But anyway, I say all this because if it wasn't for the prestige of the Olympics, we wouldn't know who Michael Phelps was. But because of the prestige of the Olympics, quite a lot of people know who Michael Phelps is. People who aren't Americans, people who don't give a shit about swimming, they still know who he is. They may not know what he looks like, but they'll be like, oh yeah, Michael Phelps, that guy, he's the swimmer, is really good at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's even debatable that Michael Phelps is the greatest Olympian of all time. Like, I think that's like objective at this
Right,
point.
right. So I say all this to underscore my absolute fucking befuddlement as to how it is that this lady quit. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say that I could do what she does because I've never been a gymnast before.
Mhm.
But I, I got to tell you, if I was the best in the world at something to the point where I was an Olympic athlete, I think it would take something very serious for me to want to quit. And a case of vertigo is just not doing it for me. I'd be like, okay, well, let me take a quick breather and I'll try again. Worst case scenario, you do something a little less demanding, but I mean, Jesus Christ, it's the fucking Olympics.
And
I'm
she's
sure
already
there have been
24.
plenty.
This is her last chance.
Right. So, I mean, if she's going to quit on this, she obviously doesn't care. So, I mean, fuck it. Just stay there long enough. Like, oh my God. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, oh God.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I can actually think of one similar example. There was a
Oh God.
player on the Bears, the year the Bears made the playoffs with Mitch Trubisky in 2018. That was the year they actually won their division. 2018, they had a tight end named Trey Burton, and their first game in the playoffs was going to be against the Eagles. And Trey Burton surprisingly ended up being a late healthy scratch for that game. And then later they tried to say, oh, he was actually having some groin issues that were keeping him from playing. But eventually he kind of admitted that because the Eagles were his former team, he felt kind of mentally compromised trying to play against them. And he ended up not wanting to play in that game. That was the double doink game, by the way. That was the game where the Bears lost because they missed a field goal at the very end that bounced off the crossbar twice. So that's the only other example I can think of. Like, starting tight end for a team in the playoffs said, I didn't play in a playoff game because mentally I was having problems with the fact that I was playing against the team that I played for last year and this team that I won a Super Bowl with. Like, that's the closest thing I can think of. And that guy definitely got roasted when that happened,
Yeah.
which he absolutely should have been because that's really, really bad.
Yeah, there's no fucking justification for it. There's nothing you can say that makes that okay. Like, what the hell was he thinking? But if for whatever reason that had been a woman, people would be like, well, you know. Ugh. Oh, there's a new archive already? Fuck me.
Yeah, there is. I'm grinding through it. So the next 3 days, there's the double BP event, which is actually not that great because it doesn't stack with like Chili and We're Gonna Live Forever, but it still helps. So I'm gonna try to grind.
Yeah. And that's what happens is that double BP is counted after everything else. So you still need to throw a shitload of farming in there, but it can take you to the next level.
Yeah. So obviously, I haven't been streaming that much lately, and in the interest of transparency, I want to address that real quick. My dog had been having a lot of issues over the past couple months, and I had to actually put her down a couple days ago. So That situation is now past. I'm still pretty not. I'm not happy with the way things ended because it ended very poorly. But I should be able to stream a good amount more often now because that situation has been dealt with. But yeah. So that
Yeah.
was unfortunate, but it had to happen.
Yeah. Sorry to hear all that, man.
Yeah. It's not. Our previous dog lasted, I think, 15 and a half years. This one didn't even get to 9, so there was a stark contrast. This dog had so many health issues. It was really not fun. Not fun. And 2 days ago, she basically started having like a. She was like in a permanent seizure state almost, is the way I can kind of describe it.
Oh man.
So it was just time.
Yeah. I know how that is, man. Yeah, the
Yeah.
same. My favorite cat that I ever had. That was how she was at the end, and I was just trying to put it off as long as I could because I didn't have the heart to fucking put her down. But once that happened, I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, she's suffering so much because of me not being able to do what I have to.
Yeah. To be clear, my dog has epilepsy, so she's always had seizures, but she was just kind of stuck in this state of having a mild seizure permanently, or she was starting to go into a coma. We couldn't quite tell, but whatever it was, like, it was all we could do to just take her in and end it.
Yeah, yeah, I know how I feel. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna send you a quick DM on Discord because I just remembered something.
Hmm. By the way, I still have cakes, and I'm still burning through them, so that should help the
Yeah,
BP gains.
I've got 11 on my Joe right now. I'm using one of them here.
Very cool. Yeah, David. Carson Wentz got hurt again. He is truly Mr. Glass. Truly, he is Mr. Glass. Speaking of
Yeah,
which, go ahead.
there were guys in the Discord saying that they felt bad for him, and I can understand feeling that. But number one, this dude's made more money than any of us are ever going to have.
Hmm.
Number two, he won a ring and he literally didn't even have to do anything for it. He had an MVP caliber season. In fact, did he win MVP that year?
He would have, but he got hurt and he missed 3 games, so they gave it to Brady instead, I think. But I
Okay.
mean, it was an MVP season. We all know that.
Right. It was an MVP season. You know, he absolutely deserved everything that he got that year, and he earned it. And he shut all the haters up. He's definitely way better than Goff. And you know, if injuries are going to be the only reason that he isn't more well remembered, whatever. Because when he's on the field, he has incredible talent. You know, and there's nothing to be ashamed of there. But he's got a ring and he's got plenty of money, so I understand the desire to feel bad for him that he's getting hurt here, but why the fuck would you? He doesn't feel bad, I can tell you that much.
Hmm. Yeah. There are some Seahawks fans on my Facebook page, and when Cam Akers, the Rams starting running back, got injured for the season, some people were saying like, "My thoughts and prayers are with Cam Akers." I'm like, he doesn't have cancer. He tore his ACL playing football. Like, save your prayers for something else. Some people go a little too far with that stuff. I don't know. It's like the dude isn't dead. He doesn't have cancer. His brother didn't die in a car accident. Like, chill. Yeah, cats can last forever. I have known some people who have had cats that lasted to 20 years old.
Cats can live for a long time, but it depends on the breed. If they're purebred anything, then they're going to live for less time than if they were a mutt, because purebred they're just inbred if they're purebred, you know, and they have a lot of genetic defects. most of the cats I've had throughout my life have been Maine Coons. They're the largest breed of cat, but they also, like 60% of them or something like that, have a congenital heart defect. And we lost a hell of a lot of them throughout the years at really young ages. You know, we're talking like 5 or 6 years old because they just had a heart attack. Because it's a congenital heart defect. There's nothing you can do about that shit, you know? It's over before it began.
Ryguy,
I'm pretty sure the last time I played this game, I was playing it with you, so it's been a while.
Me too.
I don't know if things have changed up in the wake of, you know, just how things are.
I feel like the game is more survivor-sided than ever, but that's a small sample size. I feel like they're continuing to push that, and they're not really doing anything to go back the other way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, I played some Killer, and gens just pop so fast.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Do you know what Killer it is yet? I don't know.
I have not seen them yet.
Alright. Fair enough. I heard they buffed the Trickster, so that's nice.
Yeah, I've heard the Trickster is actually one of the better killers in the game now. I don't know how, but apparently he is.
Because he has a ranged attacking ability. Anyone who has range has tremendous map pressure. You know? So if they buffed him to where he's good, you know, that's all they had to do. The good news is I'm still good at hitting great skill checks.
I'm starting to wonder if this killer's AFK. What the hell?
I was literally just about to say that because nothing's happening.
Okay, well, easy win to start the night off. By the way, I kind of took a...
I see him. It's a Death Slinger. The guy is, in fact, AFK. He's AFK farming during the... You get this a lot, actually. This is when people farm during the event. So, I found him. What he's doing is he's an AFK M1 farmer, so I can actually start a chase by running in front of him. Never mind, I'll just take the hit then.
I'll come heal you, I guess.
I'll heal myself. No, never mind. You can come heal me. I'm still standing right next to the killer, so if you hear the heartbeat, you should be able to find me.
Okay. Okay, I 99'd the last gen. I'm not going to finish it yet because then somebody's going to open the exit gate like a turd. Burglar. Huh.
Yeah, but what you do want to do is find this killer, because this is the only way that we'll be able to farm points. Since he's AFK, there's no way we'll be able to get any unhooks. So, yeah, don't take the hit.
Oh,
never mind. Go ahead, come over here and finish healing me. Then I'll heal you. Because what you're running, we're gonna live forever, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do to show you: is I'm gonna take a hit. And what's going to happen then is that because I'm wounded, if I stand in the killer's way and then you get between me and him and take the hit, you'll get a protection hit. So I'm going to take the hit real quick. Okay, now you get between him and me. Take the hit. Alright, there you go. Very nice. Yep, and now we just need to heal each other and keep doing that.
Ryguy says, I had a customer today at Dollar Store with an SS tattoo on his neck.
Okay, I'll stand over here again. You take another hit. You take it. Okay. Fucking goddamn it! This guy's an idiot.
Yes, I got it though.
And then we'll heal you again.
Do you have We're Gonna Farm Forever?
Yes, I do.
All right. Hopefully the last guy doesn't open the exit gate.
Okay, and now go ahead, do it again. Take another hit. There you go. Okay. Oh, you just need to do it one more time. Yeah. Then instead of healing you, what's going to happen is you'll heal me, so then I can do it.
All right. Okay.
You go ahead, take one more hit. Yep. Okay. Now heal me. Okay, now you stand where I was and make sure that you're not getting healed by that guy.
No. Get away, get away, get away.
Yeah, hold shift down so that he doesn't do it. Okay, so you're, okay. I'll take the shot now.
Did that work?
All right, now heal me. Okay.
Okay,
Hopefully this guy understands what we're doing by now, considering that we've done this like 6 times.
Yeah.
Even console players can learn.
Nope. There we go. All right.
Okay, there we go. It's all right. Okay. Now, one last time. Alright, now, get nail me here. And what I'm going to do is, you do it with me. We're both going to waggle at the guy. I don't know if he's got We're Going to Live Forever. But if he does, then, so yeah, point at him. Yeah. And do the same thing for him.
Okay, I'm injured. Okay, yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I don't know if he's got We're Gonna Live Forever. I'm just gonna assume that he doesn't. But we're just gonna give him the chance to do this anyway. Because at the very least, it's points, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten max altruism by now. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
Now, the way that we get boldness points, unfortunately, is that the chase only begins if we get smacked by the guy. If you want to heal him, you can.
No, it's okay. I'm maxed.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. No. Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't understand what's happening.
Whatever. I think she's maxed now, too.
I'm gonna try to point at him and then hope that fucking Leon gets it.
Well, he might not have We're Gonna Live Forever, so it doesn't mean anything to him. Who knows?
More than likely, neither of them do, to be honest with you. Let's see what Leon does here. Okay.
Okay, maybe
even a
he
blind
gets
squirrel finds a nut. Oh, whoops. Bite the bullet, baby. I guess he really wants the heals then.
Well, he might not be maxed yet. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
No, if you heal me,
Yeah,
you ruin it.
break him from...
Okay, whatever. He obviously isn't
Yeah,
that.
Leon does... Okay, so yeah, in order to get boldness points, we're going to have to take a shot again, so I'm going to get whacked and then run away. What you want to do is get whacked and then vault that window. Then come back and heal. Then you get points for escaping chase, and you get points for vaulting.
Carson, I do play... I've actually been playing a decent amount of 2K11 lately. I was just in the mood. And, you know, I like the old 2Ks. The new 2Ks are garbage.
Can you heal me too?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree. The last 2K that I played that I enjoyed, I think, was... I can't remember if it was 2K17 or 2K19, but one of them had really, really good defense. People actually bitched because the defense was too good. They felt, damn it, I can't just charge into the lane and fucking slam it home every single fucking time. And I'm like, yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
So, you know, naturally they complained and then fucked everything up, and the defense has never been that good again. So I haven't bought a 2K since. But, it's actually kind of funny to think about, because most of the franchises that have been so good throughout so much of the last 10, 20 years are actually great franchises to rebuild with right now in NBA 2K. Franchises like the Spurs, the Thunder, the Grizz, literally any Eastern Conference team.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think the Suns are ever going to be competitive on this level again, because when you think about it, they kind of made the finals by mistake. They got lucky with a lot of injuries going on.
Yeah.
And
CP3's probably leaving. He's in the last year of his deal and he can opt out. And most people expect him to.
He's going to do one of two things. He's either going to go for the most money that he can possibly get, or he's going to try to ring chase. He's going to try to steal one on the way out.
Yeah.
And if that happens, that's fine. But, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I think 2K13... Okay, I think we're probably done here. I think we've done enough.
Yeah, what I was gonna do is go look for some totems. That should finish up the boldness points, and it also helps for the purposes of ranking up.
Okay.
So I don't know how many totems have already been done, but just run around, try to find one. One should be enough in this case.
Yeah. I think 2K13 was the
I
one
found one here.
where they started doing like basically pre-recorded animations where if a player would go drive into the lane and start like a dunk animation, the defender couldn't do anything. Like he was going to dunk the ball, it was completely out of your hands at that point. Because
The most you could do is foul him for no reason, and he still makes it anyway. And just now you picked up a foul and gave him a free fucking free throw.
yeah. Like in 2K11 and 2K12, you could still potentially like block the shot. You could actually. I'm playing 2K11 right now, and I charge the lane all the time. I'm going up for a dunk, and then all of a sudden I'm locked into like a contested layup
Yeah,
because the defender comes over and stops me. Like in 2K13, they started taking that away from you.
right. Whichever game it was that had really good defense, 2K17 or 2K19. They actually had like you could get blocks with the right analog stick. You could get blocks that way just by correctly putting your hands up and timing things right, and it was pretty easy to get like a shitload of blocks every game. If you had proper game sense, you know, and that's why a lot of people complained because game's defense was really good. But a lot of people didn't know how to play it. So what would happen is that people would play off ball on defense in multiplayer modes.
Mm-hmm.
And the CPU would do a better job of defending people than the players could because they didn't know how to fucking play any defense. And the CPU would play better defense than the players would. And the players were like, well, damn it, I have to work so hard in order to score. And it's all like, yeah, that's what fucking basketball is. Try running a play, dick. Like,
Yeah. Like, I like 2K11, but I will admit, I'm currently playing as a point guard for the Grizzlies. My player was like 46 overall, like, legitimately not even a top 100 point guard in the league. And I'm averaging a triple double and scoring 60 points every game. Like,
yeah.
that really shouldn't be something you can do. That should not be possible.
Yeah. It is
Now,
fun to go back to those old 2Ks though and just see how fucked up everything is.
yeah.
But then it also gets sad when you see how many people are like fucking dead now, like Kobe.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it! What dipshit fucking ugh. Okay, well I guess apparently I have to leave now.
You still got 3 minutes, right? If it
Well,
makes
yeah,
you
but
feel any better.
there's not really anything left to do, you know.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I found the hatch. It's right next to the exit gate that just got opened.
Okay.
God, it's hard to call out locations sometimes, but it's very close to the 2-story log cabin thingy.
Okay, I see another location that was not open.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking Leon. He literally fucking opened both exits. What a dick. Okay, I'm heading to the other location now.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's
That
pretty
feels-
close to
feels
that
bad, man.
log cabin.
I see it now.
Aid. Okay.
G shooting his gun? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, he's coming over.
Oh crap.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, let's see if Leon dies. I'm actually not gonna get out of here because I want to see if Leon gets killed.
Does this dude have no ed and he's really just gonna get
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that.
Drop top, I don't think very many people would want to watch me just dick around in a 10-year-old 2K game where I'm literally dominating the ball. Like, I'm making Russell Westbrook look like Lonzo Ball because my teammates are stupid and I just want to score 60 points every game. Like, I don't think that would be that interesting.
The triple single. Yo, okay, so this is an example of how things could have been if, you know, shit wasn't all fucked up. Is I got 147,000 blood points for this game. Wait, let me check. Let me make sure that's my math right. 100 and Yeah. 115,000 is how much I got. Okay. I did a quest thingy. Wait, really? What the fuck? Why the hell's in that update? Oh, great. Yeah, that's a fucking glitch. Thanks. Okay, so there's a bunch of glitches going on right now. But anyway, yeah, everything's fucked up. Fuck it. I'm not saying shit.
Mm-hmm.
There. The longer I spend time looking here and counting the bugs, the worse it gets. So I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah. Well.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, anyway. I can see, like, I really like good defense because the way that good defense, when it's set up properly, works is that the way to defeat it is through actual basketball. And that's why I hate most NBA 2K games, is because every fucking year they sit there and people say we want better defense, then they actually give them better defense, and all they do is bitch. Because most of the people who play this shit is just children, and all they want to do is either get a wide open three, shooting it from fucking half court, or they want a fucking chaos dunk, you know?
Right.
Like, when's the last time you've ever seen anybody play this game and be happy with the layup? When's the last time you've seen anybody play this game and actually go for the post? Because, like, that's what I'm sitting there doing. I'm like, okay, here's what I do. When the defense is really good, what I do is I run a play and I look for an open shot. And if I can find one, then I'm looking for ball movement to get it there. If I can't find one, then I'm looking for the mismatch. And you know, because that's another thing that I really love that they did, is that they made it in this game that when you're in the post, if you're a certain amount bigger than the guy that you're defending, if you went for a shot in the post, it was just an automatic bucket. And the game was designed like that because they were like, okay, look, there's two things going on here. First of all, if you're the player and you fucked up defending like that, you deserve to get punished. The second thing going on here is that for the offensive player, if they correctly set that up, they deserve to be rewarded. So if you had, for instance, Shaq was being guarded by, you know, let's say Muggsy Bogues, then if you press the button combination to dunk, then he would just dunk. There's like no interference at all. He just fucking yam it down, easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if you were going for a hook shot, you could make it with ease from like 15 feet away. It didn't matter. Because you're being guarded by a guy who's so small, you're basically not being guarded at all. It's a fucking practice shot.
Yeah.
And I loved that shit. It was so fucking good. So I'm sitting here like, why the hell are people complaining about the fucking defense? It's too good. Of course, it's like a bunch of fucking 10-year-olds. But it's all like, you know, when you watch an actual basketball game, watch a team that is actually like a good offense. Watch a motion offense by a team coached by Rick Carlisle. Watch the championship Spurs teams. I'd say basically that the 2013 to 2015 Spurs, any game from those 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And what
you know,
you would see is extraordinary ball movement. This shit just flying, hardly ever touches the ground.
yeah, some people have argued that Michael Jordan kind of ruined the sport after he left it because he won 6 rings mostly playing iso ball, and you ended up with a lot of players and a lot of teams who thought they could win titles doing the same thing, and they just couldn't do it. Like Iverson played like that. He never won a title. Kobe, when he played like that, his teams barely made the playoffs those few years. Vince Carter played like that, kind of. There wasn't a lot of ball movement. It was just ISO. Yeah, T-Mac, etc.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. And it is hard to talk about that kind of shit because of exactly what you're talking about the game being ruined. But it's funny because it I remember, I think I was watching, like, you know that fucking thing that they do on NBA TV at the end of every season where they get all the old retired pieces of shit out to talk about why the game sucks now? I think it's called Open Court or something.
Oscar just talks about how everyone travels on every single possession.
Basically, exactly. So fucking like that, they had him come out and then like that they had the guys. They're talking about kids these days, and they're like, yeah, it's weird because kids nowadays, I remember when I was playing, what the kids wanted to do is everybody wanted to be like Allen Iverson. They were thinking about and one, and they want to do all the crazy dribble moves and crossovers and all that kind of shit. But you look at the kids now, what everybody wants to do is shoot the three because of Steph Curry. And I'm sitting here and I'm laughing because these guys are talking about like, man, the game's been ruined, and they're saying it in the exact same way that people were saying the game's been ruined when they first introduced the three-point shot.
Yeah.
And it's all like, is people were talking about the game was ruined when it started moving away from the big man, and they talked about how the game was ruined when they introduced the 5-second back-to-basket rule. Mm-hmm. I think they did that shit after the Knicks Rockets finals, where every possession was Ewing and Hakeem in the post for like the entirety of the shot clock.
Yeah. What I don't understand is why they never did anything about like the intentional foul stuff, like the hack-a-Shaq, hack-a-Ben Wallace stuff. It's not fun to watch. It's Nemesis, by the way, and he's on me.
I see him, yeah. I'm gonna get on the gen you're working on.
Yeah. All right. I chased him
He does
into a
have
random.
ruin, though.
He does have ruin or does not?
He does not.
All right.
Does not.
Yeah, every now and then, Jake, a player comes along who can mimic the Jordan thing pretty well. Like Kobe did it pretty well. Dwayne Wade did it and won a title. Like, he basically, like, that's how he beat the Mavericks, just ISO'd a lot and got fouled a lot.
Well, yeah, and that's the funny thing is that people bitch all the time about, Wade, that he was loved by the refs and all this other shit. But enough time has passed, especially after the 2011 ring, when a lot of the guys on the Mavericks started to let that shit go. They started talking about it, and they were like, look, we'll be honest. That's what we were doing intentionally in 2006. We were fouling the shit out of him because he was a second-year player. Dwayne Wade was in that season. That was his second year in the league. So they were saying what we want to do is we want to take the ball out of the hands of Shaq. We want to put it in Wade's hands, and we want to see if he can be the one to beat us, because they were gambling that a second-year player on the line was going to choke. And when you think about it, in 2013, when the Heat beat the Spurs, how did they do that in Game 6? Kawhi missed some clutch fucking free throws.
It was Kawhi and Manu missed free throws, I think. Yeah.
Manu did miss some free throws too, but Kawhi Leonard, he fucking shit the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. I got stuck on the fucking wall. Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, thank God he hit me with his fucking thing instead of punching me. Thanks, Dick.
Oh, okay.
What an idiot. This fucking guy.
Washi in the chat wants to know what your 1 rep bench max is.
Hold on. Things were loud. Say it again.
What is your 1 rep bench max?
I don't know. I don't do 1 rep maxes. What I do is I try to get stronger. Every time I go to the gym, I try to get stronger. I don't do 1 rep maxes because I just want to see how much I can bench for reps. That's what I care about.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
Kill me.
Okay. But yeah, for every Jordan or Kobe or Wade who's able to make it work well, you also have guys like Vince Carter, T-Mac, Iverson. I think those guys made 1 finals combined as a number 1 scorer. And it was the AI who played in a very weak Eastern Conference.
Not only that, but the 2001 Eastern Conference Finals is one of the most rigged series of all time.
Yeah.
Not only was Tim Donaghy on that crew, but keep preparing.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, well,
Whatever.
I think he lost track of me, so I'll come in for the unhook. I'm hiding right behind you. I think he lost track of me. Please have lost track of me. Yes, I think he did.
Yeah, he doesn't know you're there.
I'll be right there. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Okay, I have BT, so...
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the other guys don't have BT, so...
Okay. Ah, you missed. Eat it. Eat a ding dong. Okay, he's on me. You're good.
That's good. Yeah, I have zombies plural on me. What the fuck? Got like fucking dog treats in my pocket. Anyway, yeah. So, 2001 Eastern Conference Finals was rigged. The Ray Allen Milwaukee Bucks should have made it that year. They got robbed. Reason being, Allen Iverson was a bigger star.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot like how, you know, the year afterwards you had the fucking Kings-Lakers series that everyone talks about, super fucking rigged and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, you know, like, that one. Ugh. League's rigged as shit.
Yeah, that's an all-timer.
I saw you made it out. Did somebody save you? Or
Flashlight stun, yes. Flashlight stun, yeah. I think it's only bought me maybe 20 seconds, but it's 20 seconds that we might be able to benefit from. And this guy cannot use his
Holy fucking shit. You've got to be kidding me. This Dwight's a fucking dickhead.
What?
He took the last vaccine on the map. Here's something you got to understand, dude. I have not vaccinated at all. Which means people on this team, these two shit-ass randoms, have vaccinated more than once.
I think I vaccinated once, yeah.
Right, you got your vaccine, and then one of these dicks took mine. Because they really don't want to be fucking vaccinated. Or, infected, I mean. They've only been hooked once. I'm on death hook. And they're taking a fucking vaccine. What the hell's wrong with these people?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, the Wizards really, really pulled it off on this one, because when you think about it, like, they picked up Westbrook just for a lark, right? They were like, okay, let's just have one fun season with Westbrook, fight his meaningless triple-doubles to a playoff spot. They get to the playoffs. They have a couple home playoff games to make a little extra money. Like, they're not going to win the title, but they weren't going to anyway. And now they get to trade Westbrook, who is not going to work well at all with the Lakers. There's no way. For assets. Like, they actually played this situation quite well, I think.
Yeah, they did a really good job. The fact that they managed to offload Westbrook at all to anybody is extraordinary. Oh, this Meg's a retard. I'm pretty sure he's a guy that vaccinated more than once. Like, this guy does not understand that he has borrowed time active on him, you know what I mean? He does not get that at all. To me is weird, but whatever, I guess.
Yeah, as a killer...
When you've got BT active, don't you want to take a fucking shot?
Yeah.
Like, isn't it good for you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, as a killer, nothing infuriates me more than hitting somebody with BT up.
Right, and they've used every pallet on this map by now. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Like,
we're almost done with the last gen.
I'm just dead. There's nothing left. There's nothing left on this map. There are no pallets. There's no vaccines.
They strip mined it.
Exactly. What the fuck have they been doing the entire game? Like,
Ryguy, thank you for the $1.99. Westbrook is another ISO player. Oh yes, very much.
Yeah, that's his problem. Like, it's funny. Russell Westbrook, I knew what he was about as a player watching the 2012 NBA Finals against my team. Because when you watch that series, you see Russell Westbrook do something that, once you understand what's going on, no team in the league should ever want this guy as their main fucking guy. They should never want him to be the best player on their team. Because every game that Westbrook did well in that final series was at the expense of his team because of the way that he plays.
Yeah, KD was playing great, and then he would just not get to shoot the ball enough.
Right, because what Russell Westbrook does is he chucks the fucking ball. He shoots quick, he shoots faster than the shot clock, he shoots into traffic, he shoots into defense, he just shoots. He's a fucking gunslinger, but the thing is that he doesn't make most of those shots. He misses a hell of a lot. Some games, more of them go in than don't. But when that happens, his teammates are fucking suffering. Because they're not getting any touches at all, because Westbrook's thinking, oh shit, I've got the hot hand tonight. It's time to take 50 shots.
Yeah. Like, before KD left the Thunder, Steven Adams was supposed to be like the next great center prospect in the NBA. Like, he was supposed to be the next big-time center. And then he just never developed. And
Yeah,
maybe
these
he
two
just wasn't that
clowns
good.
I don't think they're coming for you, man.
Yeah, I don't know why the Dwight wasn't opening a damn gate while me and her were occupying the killer, but whatever.
He 99'd it. He didn't want to finish it because people think that shit matters. Yeah, he's opening it now. Yeah, they're just leaving you to die.
Yeah. It's fine. It's whatever.
So, what, like, did that guy have no ed?
Let's see here. I didn't see it if he did. I don't think he did.
Because the Meg was on Death Hook, but the Dwight wasn't. Both of these guys have enough, they are Prestige 3. So they know how to fucking play, and they just, look at this shit! What the hell are these animals doing? Oh my god. He's literally only running Nemesis's perks. He's only running Nemesis's perks. They just fucking ditched you there for no... Wow.
I mean, I got the most points of anybody in that game. I'm not that mad. Like, that's more important than getting out.
Yeah, you're doing really well. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit better. I'm still not great in chases, but I'm doing better.
Hey, as long as you're contributing to the team getting out, that's all that matters.
All right, let's see here.
Anyway. Yeah. There are times I feel like I should pay closer attention to basketball because I know so much about it. So occasionally in times when the channel becomes about talking about basketball, you know, I've got a lot to contribute. But it just breaks my heart to talk about it now, you know? I hate what they've fucking done.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. Sports are such a big part of my life. I don't know if I can ever stop paying attention to them. But I get it.
Yeah, I know how you feel, man. LeBron genuinely is the worst thing to ever happen to basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, why would the Blazers ever trade with the Lakers, forgetting for a fact that it would be a terrible trade for the Blazers? Like, why would they help their biggest rival, the team they hate more than anybody? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, that. Second of all, they're in the same division. You know, now, maybe that doesn't mean as much as it used to, but that does still mean a pretty decent amount. Because wait, are the Blazers? No, they're in the Northwest, aren't they? Shit,
I don't know if they're in the same division, but they are rivals. They're heated rivals.
Yes, absolutely. Hold on, that division it's the Lakers, the Clippers, the Suns, the Warriors.
Kings?
And the Kings, you're right. Shit, they're not in the same division. Yeah, Blazers are in the Northwest with the Thunder, because they used to be the Sonics, and that was the real big rivalry, the I-5 rivalry. Blazers, Sonics, now the Thunder, the Timberwolves, the Jazz, and the Nuggets.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
They're going to be doing an expansion draft pretty soon here to throw in the Las Vegas Rapists or whatever they're going to call themselves.
You know, the expansion draft stuff, that's going to be weird. I don't like the fact that... I know they have to do it. I don't like the fact that currently existing teams have to give up some of their players. I don't know. Something about that is very weird to me. But it looks like we are going to expand. You're right. We're probably going to get a Seattle team and a Vegas team, and I have to believe that's probably what they're looking at. And that's assuming, by the way, apparently there's a rumor that the Timberwolves are going to move to Seattle, so that could happen too.
That's what I think is going to happen because they don't like to overload a conference, you know. They're not going to put 2 teams into the Western Conference and then there's still 15 teams in the East. That'd be weird. So I don't think that they're going to do that, but it makes you wonder, like, who else would they add? You know?
They should bring a Vancouver team again.
What I honestly think is a St. Louis team.
That actually would be kind of fun. Oh, I haven't been paying attention. I don't know if anybody in the chat has. How's the basketball Olympic team doing? I know they had a really embarrassing loss to start, and then I think they beat like Iran or something, like some really shitter team. How are they doing now? Like I know they lost to France, which was really embarrassing, but
I'm gonna check right now. Let's see here. Yeah, they bounced back from defeating Iran. You're right. 120 to 66.
mhm.
I forgot how fat Brian Windhorst is. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Somebody in the chat said a big reason why they did the 5 second in the post rule was Mark Jackson, because Mark Jackson used to just take 20 seconds in the post every time he got the ball.
there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of different players that were doing shit like that. You had Mark Jackson was doing that. Charles Barkley was doing that. Like I said, the finals between the Knicks and the Rockets. There were a lot of different reasons, and it's because players who played out of the post had no reason to do anything else. One of when I learned about the post game, how to do different things, it was from watching videos that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he was teaching things about different people. What the post game is about is because you're in physical contact with another player. Your shot options are not about how you're open. It's about how the guy that's defending you reacts, and you base that off of the way that you feel his movement on your body. So when a player would get into the post like that, he's waiting for a shot opportunity to open up by just moving around and waiting until he feels the other guy move in the wrong direction, giving him a shot opportunity.
Mhm.
Sometimes that can take a really long fucking time. So yeah, guys just dribble that shit out for fucking 20 seconds and then chuck something out. No. Okay, the basement is in a house.
Okay, I am working on a
Obviously.
gen inside a house. I think we saw each other earlier.
Yes, we did.
That's funny, Ryguy, that you say that, because I was watching synchronized team diving a little bit a few days ago. And basically, you have two guys who are diving off of a really high diving board at the same time, and they have to try to flip at the same time and twist at the same time, hit the water at the same time, synchronized diving. And I was watching, and the Chinese apparently always win this event. They always have the best divers. They're expected to win every time. And there was a big upset this year where China came in second, and first place went to a British pair, two British guys. And I remember thinking, like, I kind of felt bad for those Chinese guys, because they're not gonna. That's not gonna fly when they get back to the homeland.
Oh, it's the Oni. Yeah, that's how things used to be with the Soviets, where you knew when the East Germans and the Russians didn't come home with gold that they were probably gonna get killed.
Yeah, I remember seeing some old webcomics about Yao Ming, like all the pressure he faced whenever the China team went to the Olympics. Like, we kill your family if you do not bring home the gold. And it was meant to be a joke, but is it really a joke? I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you what though, man. I wish I knew about this. Fucking. Why didn't the Chinese look at Yao Ming and how much of an alpha male Superman of an example of a Chinese figure he was, and not just say, okay, we're gonna open up some breeding farms and we just need to fucking put Yao Ming out to stud. He needs to have like 15,000 children and be this generation's Genghis Khan. And then the next generation of fucking Chinese supermen descended from Yao Ming will descend upon the world and just literally dunk over, over all of humanity.
He does have ruin, by the way. That's actually a really good point, because I remember during the whole Daryl Morey thing last year with China, Yao Ming spoke out publicly in defense of the CCP. And there were some people talking in the Discord about how, obviously he's been brainwashed after all these years. And I think PBR said something like, I was kind of hoping that after all these years of living in America, maybe he could see things from a different perspective. And other people were saying, no, you can't undo brainwashing like that. That's not how this works. And, it is...
My bad. Sorry, I alt-tabbed for a second, and
No
that was
problem.
apparently literally right when he showed up. My bad. Anyway, could you say what you said again?
Yeah, we were I remember in the Discord last year during the Daryl Morey thing, Yao Ming came out in defense of the CCP, talking about how they're great, they love their people, they love their, civilians. And they were talking in the Discord about how, he's been brainwashed, and I think Paintball said something like, it's too bad that after years of living in America, he can't find a way to see things from a different perspective. And
Oh, wow. Remember where I am on the hook right here?
Yeah.
Okay, you're the one that's coming to get me. Ruin's right here.
Okay.
Check that out.
Okay.
I am shocked that he put me here.
Should I get it?
Yeah, go ahead. You do that. I'm going to heal myself, because I've got Bite the Bullet, so it's okay. He'll know where I am because of the blood and shit, but if we split his focus like that, he won't get us both.
Okay, it's almost broken. Yes, no haunted ground. Okay, I can heal you the rest of the way if you want me to.
I'm almost done here. Just
All
get
right.
the points. Thank you. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I mean... That's funny to me that PP would be talking about anybody else being brainwashed, but, Oh shit, you remember how upset he was over his Klingon leaving him? Oh man, I should say that. That's really bad.
I mean, I'm sure he
man.
loved her,
Yeah, but... I don't know. Some of the shit that he gave me about certain things kind of feels a little bit, I hold grudges, man.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Anyway.
care for PBR either. I'm just saying.
I mean, I think in his heart he's a good dude. He just makes some bad decisions, and I can respect that. I've made bad decisions. Do you need me to come get you?
Well, it's hard to be sure. Everyone's kind of far away from me. Man, once the Oni gets rolling, it's brutal.
Yeah, he's a snowball killer. We got 2 people that are on death hook right now, including you, assuming that you get unhooked. Plus, I've only been hooked once, and this Adam hasn't been touched once. To be fair, I wouldn't have been touched once either if it hadn't been for the fact that there's no fucking pallet here. God damn it. Well, that's a surprise. You actually just ate it.
The Adam has got me.
Hey, yeah, I'm running the Oni right now. Never mind, he's off me. He's going for you guys.
Oh, shit.
Run like hell. Remember that he can see the blood droplets, so you can't hide from him while you're injured.
Yeah.
That hurt. If it had been Cat and Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you
Okay, I'm dead, unfortunately.
Sorry to hear that.
I did what I could.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, man, I just remember something funny that I read the other day, but it's way too spicy for stream. The long and short of it is, Sometimes I kind of wish that I was Chinese because the Chinese have the ability to actually speak openly when it comes to criticizing other countries. Obviously, they can't criticize their own, but it's the weird thing is it's like that old fucking joke, you know, which is that an American citizen and a Soviet citizen are having a conversation, and the American says to the Soviet, he says, you know, in my country, I have the freedom to criticize my own government. Can you say the same? He says, I can criticize the president. Can you say the same? And there are different ways that the joke goes. There's some where it goes, yeah, I can say the same. I can absolutely complain about the U.S. president.
Yeah, I've heard that one. I know that
But
one.
then there's another one, and the reason that I brought it up is the saying goes, hey, in my country, I have the freedom to support my government. Can you say the same?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Okay.
basically what it comes down to, you know.
Right. All right. I will be right back. I got to run upstairs and grab something.
Yeah, no problem.
Be right back, guys.
I feel.
All right. I am back.
I'm dead. Yeah, going to jail.
Oh, you mean you're about to be dead? Okay.
This Fang's just a fucking idiot, unfortunately. And this Oni's kind of a jerk. Yeah, to no one's surprise, he's got NOED, so...
Oh, you actually got the exit gates to power?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he has no ed, and no ed is the reason he's going to get a 4K. If he didn't have no ed, the only person who would have died is you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, the game has become so survivor-sided, I can't even get that mad about stuff like that anymore.
Right, I get it, but it's also enraging because it's all like I literally didn't even do anything wrong in this game. Then I just fucking lose because of this shit. Like, ugh. The funny thing is, is that if they told you ahead of time that he had no ed, it'd be a useless perk. There's nothing that you can. Wait a minute, I know where the hatch is. I should have been crawling there the whole fucking time. I might have been able to get out. I'm screwed now, I think.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Can you spectate and tell me where the item is?
No,
and
I'm
what he's
sorry.
doing?
I unfortunately already left. I'm sorry.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want to get out of the lobby because I'm so disgusted with how a game ended that I forget about.
I know. I actually forgot where the hatch is. I know it's in this general area, but I'm not gonna know if the fucking... Nah, he's just gonna pick me up anyway, fuck it.
Yeah, well.
I'm gonna call this guy Needle Dick. It's an excellent example of why I don't use cakes. Why should other people get anything? Ugh. Ugh. What a cursed season this was. Yeah, the Rockets are a team to rebuild with now. That Pacific Division's actually pretty good. And the worst team this year was the Kings, obviously, but the Kings were...
Yeah, but the thing is, the
actually
Rockets got a
pretty decent.
terrible trade haul for Harden. Like, they should have gotten way more than they did. Like, that was a little bit of a mess. But in general, I agree. Of course, they're good to rebuild with because they're,
Yeah. And then at the same time, there's a lot of teams here that you're looking at them and you're like, God damn, how are you guys still fucking down there in the shits? Because, like, I'm gonna take a break for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like fucking... The Blazers are at least competitive. They can at least make the playoffs. The Nuggets managed to rebuild and are pretty good now. Same with the Jazz. The fucking Mavericks have made a good comeback now. The Bucks just won a championship. The 76ers trusted the process and had the second best record in the league this year. The Nets somehow managed to outdo the fucking Celtics, which is still hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks, they made the playoffs, didn't they?
Yeah. They were a 4 seed even. They had a good year.
Right. Yeah, the Knicks made the playoffs. So, like, there's all these teams that were at least competitive, that have been rebuilding for all this time. And you sit there and you're like, holy shit. How are the fucking Orlando Magic still rock bottom? How are the Detroit Pistons still rock bottom?
Yeah.
How are the fucking Timberwolves? The Timberwolves this year, 23-49. How many fucking first overall... It's funny as hell, because, like, Cleveland kept getting the first overall pick, and then the guys that they took with those picks kept ending up in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, the Timberwolves, they got hurt by the whole, Kevin McHale tampering thing, that whole fucking shit. They got hurt by that, but they should have recovered by now. Because you look at all these other different teams, it's all like, these guys have all been through some shit themselves. Why the fuck haven't you turned it around yet?
By the way, I'm playing a quick game as Cannibal.
That's fine.
I mean, maybe there are just. I know the teams can't look at it this way. Maybe there are just some teams that need to exist for the purpose of being bad, so other teams can farm wins off them.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm. Well, I read something earlier today. Apparently, the Lakers front office did not want to trade for Westbrook. They did it because LeBron wanted him, and they're not very happy about what they had to do to get Westbrook. So LeBron does it again, I guess.
See, that's the funny thing is that there are so many teams in the league right now that are competitive, that did really well within the last couple of seasons, that they've been hapless for a long fucking time, and yet they're competitive now. You know, they managed to do it. They managed to go the distance and fix some things. The Milwaukee Bucks won the championship this year, and did you know we're only 8 seasons removed from Montelli has it all?
That was fun.
That was only 8 years ago.
Hmm. And they did it authentically. They didn't buy a bunch of like MVP level players like Brooklyn was trying to do.
Right. You know, and the Sixers trusted the process. You know, they're at least decent now. The Clippers almost made the finals with Kawhi injured.
Hmm.
So how is it that a team like Minnesota just can't fucking cross the finish line?
Hmm.
For fuck's sake, the Toronto Raptors won a championship.
First timeline.
Right. Absolute insanity.
Yes, got her. Barely caught. Barely caught her, but I got her. Uh-huh. What the hell are these guys doing? Okay, there we go. I was like, are you gonna let that dude die? This idiot tried to open a chest right in front of me. What the hell? Oh, one thing I've also noticed is lately everybody's carrying flashlights into every match, and it's making Nemesis even less powerful because, like, zombies cannot handle flashlights. I don't know if you know this, but if you hit a zombie with a flashlight, they freeze for a good 20 seconds.
Yeah, they stand still for a long time, so it sucks, but it's just one of the things that you have to deal with. Hold on.
I have never broken a bone drop top. No.
I have. Anyway, so I personally think that one of the strongest Nemesis add-ons is the one that removes a vaccine from the match. Because normally there's 4. When there's only 3, it means that you have to reinfect people less. And that's what really holds Nemesis back and why he's a snowball killer, is because he needs to get to the point where everyone's sick. And they're permanently sick. He needs to get to the point where all the vaccines are gone. And he needs to get to the point where he's a tier 3 with his power. Once he's got all that going on, he's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm getting a little better with the cannibal chainsaw, I think. I mean, not that it's hard to use, but you have to use it in the right spots or else you're just wasting it.
Yes, that's correct. Now, biggest weakness for Cannibal, when he's in a chase, when he's using his chainsaws, people running around an obstacle, is what they're hoping is that you'll accidentally, in the process of turning, hit the obstacle and go into a tantrum.
Right.
And then they can escape. And if you notice, when we're playing against a Cannibal, that's what I try to do. Once you practice and get really good at avoiding that kind of shit, that's when you know you're good.
Damn. Get back here, you bitch. I'm getting me mallet. Or get upstairs.
Okay, here we go. So, looking at the Olympic schedule right now. You've got our first game, we lost in humiliating fashion to France, because losing to France at all is humiliating. 83-76. Then we kicked the shit out of Iran, 120-66. Then the next game is tomorrow against the Czech Republic. And we need to win this game in order to qualify for the single elimination final phase that begins on August 3rd. At that point, you've got the quarterfinals on the 3rd, the semifinals on the 5th, then the gold medal game on the 6th, and the bronze medal game on the 7th.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know the only super duper star plane is KD, but you should still be able to win these games, right?
Absolutely. With who is on these other teams, Kevin Durant honestly should be able to solo.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the roster right now. You've got Bam Adebayo, who also should be able to solo this team. Devin Booker, who also should be able to solo this team. Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Keldon Johnson, I don't know who that is, Zach LaVine, Damian Lillard, JaVale McGee, Shaq, Chris Middleton, and Jason Tatum. This is a good squad.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, they're being coached by Eric Spoelstra. There's no reason why this team shouldn't win the gold medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Bradley Beal and Kevin Love were supposed to be on this team too, but for whatever reason, they did not participate. I think they might be hurt. So Keldon Johnson and JaVale McGee came in to replace those guys.
Shit. Oh, this bitch. God damn it, I messed up my chainsaw. Alright, fine. Yeah, apparently Spoelstra, Popovich, and Kerr are all coaching them, which sounds like too many cooks in the kitchen to me, but...
Absolutely. Popovich and Kerr honestly need to fucking take a hike, because Stephen Kerr, I will take this to my grave, is perhaps the most overrated coach that we've seen in the last 50 years. Because a monkey could coach that fucking Warriors team. More to the point, they're reusing a lot of the same shit that Mark Jackson put into place that really turned a lot of that franchise around defensively in this game. And I think it was Alvin Gentry they had who really revolutionized their offense that they set up. But Steve Kerr was always his assistant. Mm-hmm. And when all that talent kept getting poached and they kept moving to other teams and shit, and little by little the Warriors started losing more and more of their players, Steve Kerr has not been able to do anything with that team. Now, you look at a good coach, Eric Spoelstra is an excellent example, because this roster has had extraordinary turnover, not just the players, but also with the coaching staff. He lost David Fizdale, who had been his assistant for many years. In the roster, that roster has fucking changed so much. The season that they made the third seed, the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth seeds all tied with the same record. The season that they made the third seed that year, they used a different starting lineup that they'd never used before or since. On average, every 2 games. They had like 42 different starting lineups that whole season. The fact that you could go in, win 48 games, and come in as the third seed with that much roster turnover is extraordinary. Mm-hmm. Now, you look at the Warriors, and they've lost their bit pieces here and there, guys like Iggy and Andrew Bogut, but they also replace them with other guys. Draymond Green's fallen off a cliff. They lost a lot of their coaches. You can sit there and say that these things aren't Steve Kerr's fault, but he hasn't shown that he's able to take that team and say, okay, we've lost a lot here, but damn it, I'm going to compete anyway. You know, he's really not shown any sort of fight that you'd expect to see from a better coach. I mean, Mike Budenholzer, he just won the championship with the Bucks, right? He's a Bucks coach?
Yeah, Budenholzer.
This roster's also had a shitload of turnover, but that guy is fucking gold anywhere he goes. You know, the Hawks looked the best that they'd looked in fucking decades when he was coaching them. And even though they got obliterated by the Cavs, I mean, what the hell are you going to do? And they just won the championship this year. And that's a good, well-balanced squad that they got a lot going for them. I mean, fuck, it looks like Drew Holiday, of all people, was the fucking missing piece that they needed. These are examples of good coaches. So Steve Kerr doesn't belong anywhere near that fucking venture. Greg Popovich does not deserve to be coaching for Team USA in any respect because he hates America and should hang himself. The only person who deserves to be there is Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah.
I'm with
I
you.
could
Too
get
many
behind that.
cooks in the kitchen, because in spite of the fact that Eric Spoelstra is far and away the most talented coach in that group, he's the one with the least amount of respect. So Kerr and Popovich both will be looking down at him, even though Spoelstra, of course, is the one who's most recently been to the finals. Ugh. Anyway, that was my little rant.
But yeah, okay. I'm almost done with this game. I'm trying to lock up the 4-kill. I think I'm gonna get it. It's just a matter of, can I get this last down before the hatch? Ah, damn it. Almost got her. Okay. Nice try, lady. Alright. If you don't wiggle off, this game's over. They got close. Ooh, that felt good. I haven't gotten a 4K in a while. All these damn tryhards.
I know that feeling. You know, I genuinely think it's kind of disgusting. Because, I mean, people were freaking out about Bob Odenkirk getting hospitalized and all that shit. But all these people were sitting there like, oh my god, well, we need to finish Better Call Saul. He can't die now. And it's like the implication there being, of course, that once the show's over, he can fucking drop dead. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, people get a little too caught up in stuff like that. Like,
Right.
you know.
I'm sitting there like, look, that it obviously, if that happened, it wouldn't be a good thing, because I want to see the ending to Better Call Saul too. But Jesus Christ, there have been hundreds of fucking things that I've loved in my life that I never get to see the fucking ending to. And you know what? I live with it because there's more important things than fucking TV. What the hell?
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk's only 58. He should not be dying. He apparently had a mini heart attack, which, is kind of surprising for somebody who's 58. He's younger than my dad, and my dad hasn't had a heart attack, that's for sure.
Right. At the same time, though, it makes sense because we don't know what kind of health problems he may or may not have had throughout his entire life, number one. Number two, even though we think of it as being young nowadays to be having a heart attack, I mean, it isn't really. I mean, once you hit the age of, like, I'd say 45, depending on your lifestyle, you're in the danger zone to where you're at least at risk. And Bob Odenkirk has, with that action movie that he's been in recently, he's had a much more active lifestyle than he's had recently. My guess is he probably put a lot of strain on his heart that hadn't been there before because he started turning to athletics late in his life, and that your heart needs time to adjust, and he probably overdid it a little bit.
All right, I'm going to run upstairs real quick, and then I'm ready to go, if you want to keep going.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Be right back. 1 second, guys. I am back. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to come into your party.
Wait a sec. Yeah.
Now, okay, so media was not allowed at Seahawks training camp today, right? Which is why we didn't really get any updates. Mask Temple, I think you would know better than anyone here. It was closed to the public, correct? Yeah, I know there was camp today, but it was closed to the public, I think. Like, we don't know what happened.
That's a horrible fucking answer.
Huh?
This the guy on Reddit, um, complaining about his life, and he's stupid.
Oh.
Let's just put it like that.
Mhm.
So I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sorry.
No problem. Well, here's the thing. Were the Astros using Abraham Toro at all? Because if we give them Graveman, who ends up being good for them, but we get Toro from them and Toro ends up being good for us, did it really help them, or is it just kind of both sides participated in this and like, like I don't know how much it helps them to lose a good bat and replace him with a good bullpen arm. Like it kind of depends. I mean, obviously the Astros think it helped them, or else they wouldn't have done it. But
Wait, how do we start talking about the Astros? What's going on?
the Mariners made a trade with the Astros a few days ago, which was kind of odd because they're in the same division, and usually you don't see that because both teams are actually playing pretty well
Right,
this year.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Was the trade for Justin Verlander?
No. It was our best bullpen pitcher and a terrible bullpen pitcher for their a starting pitcher and a utility player from them. And the utility player has been awesome so far through 3 games. He has like 5 hits in 3 games and 2 home runs, and he's been a freak so far.
Because I still remember when during the fappening when Verlander and Kate Upton's picks got leaked out,
Mm-hmm.
and the fucking look on Verlander's face. Do you remember that one that Chris kept posting?
I think so. I think
That
I
was
do.
that was hilarious. The look on his face. I'm trying to find that
Yeah.
right now. But I'm googling Justin Verlander naked butt, and I don't know if that's gonna help me get there. Oh yeah, here we go. Wouldn't you know it? It worked perfectly.
What a life that guy had, man.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh man, the Justin Verlander man train. That's pretty good. Uh, yeah, I'm glad he won a ring, and I genuinely think it's hilarious that it was during the fucking Astros cheating. To me, it kind of underscores how pointless championships are. You know what I mean?
Okay, there is a hidden offering in this game.
Almost certainly going to be a Mori. That's I told you about this during the anniversary event. During double blood points is when you see this the most. Is when people play the shittiest.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's almost certainly a Mori. Anyway, here's the safe for work version of the thing.
Yeah.
That look on his face is just hilarious.
I haven't seen Kate Upton in a while.
I think that's because she crossed the age threshold where if you still want to be in Hollywood, you've got to deal with a Weinstein, and she realized that she didn't want to do that. Because
Yeah.
Justin Verlander makes more than enough money, and she probably makes more than enough money off of royalties and continued payments for the stuff that she's been in, that she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just...
Oh, what is it?
It's a spirit using a Mori.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're almost done with the first gen already, so that's good news. If that makes you feel any better.
Not much. I think he's aware of how close I am to DCing right now. Not.
Why'd he drop you?
I have no idea.
Is he farming?
No. No, he's not. I think I may know what manner of evil he's getting up to. He may plan to slug all of us.
And then Mori us all at the same time.
Well, no, because he can't Mori someone unless they've already been hooked twice.
Oh, right.
The Mori is more than likely just there to ensure the kills. Probably running Rancor too, to be honest with you. I don't know. But yeah.
Hopefully someone comes pick you up, because I'm going to try to run her away, because she's on me.
Yeah, I'm crawling towards a guy who's working on a gen who appears to be brain dead. Oh, it's a lorry. Of course they're brain dead. There you go.
I ran her for quite a while.
Fucking.
I'm kind of proud of that.
Good job, son.
I think Kemdichi is 92. Yeah. Okay, we got 2 gens done and only 1 hook. It's not so bad.
Did you say Kim Basinger is 90?
No. Robert Kemdichi. It's a player on the Seahawks.
Oh.
His name is Robert Kemdichi. Kim Basinger is not 92. I don't think.
How the hell did I hear that?
No, this brain dead lorry unhooks me and doesn't heal me.
Yeah, that lorry's a jerk.
Subhuman.
If I find
shit.
a lit totem, I'm cleansing it.
What do you? Does she have ruin?
I have no idea. Hey, the basement is in the shack.
All right. Then I'm actually kind of lucky I didn't get put in there earlier, because I went down kind of close to it. Oh shit! God damn it! Someone else needs to get the unhook.
Going to jail. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Doing a totem right now.
I don't think this spirit is particularly good.
No, he probably just realizes that we're all pissed at him, and that if he doesn't try to play in a way that's like palatable, then we're all just gonna bail. When you're playing spirit, you know, you kind of have to like expect that kind of shit.
Yeah, like I've now run him for a pretty long period of time twice, and I usually do not run spirits well. I don't know if anybody really does. Yeah, go Hawks. Isn't the first preseason game a week away? Alright, well. You never know.
Hey, he came for me, so I'm coming to get you. Easy.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, he can moor you now, by the way, so he's probably going to tunnel you.
Yeah, okay. Super cool, bro. Haha, you missed. Eat a ding dong.
Eat a dong ding.
Eat a big old chocolatey dick.
Chocolate snake. This is the second time this game that I've just been sitting here.
Okay, I have good news. I have good news. She does not have a Mori because I'm about to be put on death hook.
Oh, okay.
The bad news is I'm about to be put on death hook.
Yeah, I just straight up alt-tabbed, son.
Well, there's only one gen left here. You have a decent chance of getting out here.
Okay, so someone just unhooked me and then left.
Classic.
Yeah. I think I might just bleed out this game. Like, he's gonna hook me. Well, I'm alt-tabbing, so if I die, I die. Whatever.
Okay, on to the next one.
Pretty much. Fucking console players, dude. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know why they're despicable.
I mean, yeah. And I can't disagree with that.
Wait, hold on a second. I gotta check to see if this fucking rift is even worth it. What's in this thing?
Yeah, it kind of blew my mind. Like, all the top... how do the Dodgers have anything to give up to get Scherzer and Trey Turner? Like, how do they have anything left in their... Like that's just crazy.
Dude, these outfits look like ass cheeks. Are you kidding me? It's terrible. This is an awful archive. Why the fuck are they actually... Why would they do this? What a disgrace. Oh yeah, since we didn't talk about that too much, the Russell Westbrook trade to the Lakers is absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
I cannot think of two players that would make a worse match than LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. They do not complement each other in any way whatsoever. More importantly, the person who really loses out the most here is going to be Anthony Davis, because now he has to play with two ball hogs and two guys who both yell at their teammates to lay off and let them have rebounds. He's pretty much going to ruin his ability to get paid by anybody else, because his stats are going to be dog shit and people are going to... He's going to get Chris Boshed. You know, the same thing that happened to fucking Kevin Love that Cavs fans hysterically told me would not happen. But, yeah. You know, it's going to happen to him too. He's going to get turned into the third fucking wheel. His touches are going to go way down. His numbers are going to go way down. And he's going to want to leave because playing next to those two assholes is going to drive him insane.
Yeah, it could be
and
a very
everyone's going to be like,
end.
Right. They're going to sit there and they're going to be like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to pay you that much. Can you still do it? And it's going to be like, was that one fucking championship really that worth it to you? I mean, I know that he didn't really have a choice when it came to getting traded to the Lakers, but I mean, I think everybody who wants to go, you know, here's a good example. When Charles and Shaq are talking about rings on Inside the NBA, and then eventually Kenny chimes in and tries to hit Shaq with the same shit. And what Charles does is he says, we were the bus driver, you're a bus rider. Like, your rings don't mean shit because they don't. The best roast he ever hit Kenny with, I fucking loved it, because Kenny was trying to brag that, you know, he met Bill Clinton and that he knows Bill Clinton. And Charles, he was all like, look, if Shaq and I met Bill Clinton would be like, wow, Shaquille O'Neal or Charles Barkley, nice to meet you. You know, I'm former President Bill Clinton. You know, let's sit down and watch this game together. If he met you, Kenny, what he would say to you is, hey, could you bring me a hot dog? He doesn't know the fuck he... like, so I say that now because I'm like, look, every guy that enters the NBA, he's got dreams. He's dreamed his whole life of winning the NBA championship. But the dream is him winning the finals MVP too. He wants to be the hero. He doesn't want to just be there and win a ring. He wants to be the man. Especially the better a player he is. You know, like T-Mac, the Spurs, he in 2013, he said, I really hope we win a ring this year. I think it's going to feel really good to win a ring. And it's not like it wouldn't feel anywhere near as good as it did as if it would have been if you'd won it when you were in Orlando or when you were in Toronto or when you were in Houston, when you were the man.
Yeah, that's kind of silly. Like, he literally didn't even play in garbage time. He literally was just there because they had an empty seat on the bench. Like, that, and it doesn't mean anything.
Right, and they thought, what the hell? So, you know, naturally he didn't win it because he didn't deserve to. But, so, like, rings don't mean shit largely because it's a fucking team sport. And when you do win a ring, how can you sit there? Because Kevin Durant's a great example. If he wanted to, he could have stayed with the Warriors and they would have been a dynasty until those guys retired. They would have been unstoppable. Because even with fucking Clay getting hurt, like, Steph and Durant alone still would have fucking clinched it.
Yeah, you know? Absolutely.
So I say that because Durant, I think he won 2 championships with the Warriors.
Yes.
And after that, he's like, okay, I did it. Now what? So all he cares about now is, much like LeBron, he's just looking for money. So he went to the place that gave him the best opportunity to make money. So he went to a New York basketball team that would make him the guy right away. They'd crown him and make him the new king of the fucking castle. And they pay him whatever the fuck he wants. And because he's in New York, he can do whatever the fuck else he wants to do in New York, you know, business-wise. Yeah, you know. So I say all this because Anthony Davis, I think is going to be a similar situation. He's going to sit there and be like, wow, you know, these rings, or I'll just say ring. The Lakers aren't going to win anything else. He's going to be like, well, you know, I won a championship, and this doesn't really mean anything to me. Because I won it, but I was barely involved in the championship. And, you know, it's LeBron's ring. I was just there for it.
Oh, it's a doctor.
Okay. So then he's probably going to be thinking, well, fuck me, I want some money.
Son of a bitch.
And he's probably going to be thinking, God damn, you know, how much more money could I have made if I just stayed in fucking New Orleans and just had them make me the king of the fucking place.
Okay, what? You hit the other... Oh, he's got Franklin's, by the way.
Oh.
And he's got Iridescent King, it looks like.
Wait, is it the one where it shocks you when you get close to somebody, or that it does everything to you?
I think it does everything to you, but I'm not
Then
100%
yeah,
sure.
that's king. That's king then.
It looks like a king to me, but I'm not 100% sure. So, this is a try-hard doctor.
I'm reasonably sure that he doesn't have discordance, because I just pounded out a gen with this Meg here.
I mean, he was chasing me, so maybe...
Yeah. Fair enough. He's running a cake, not a Mori, so there's that at least. He's on me right now. But yeah, he has no idea where the hell I am. I'm coming to get you.
Okay. Yeah, so apparently LeBron, Westbrook, and AD alone take the Lakers past the luxury tax line.
Yeah, that is... They have to be trying to make another move somewhere. This can't be the end of the trading thing.
Yeah.
Either that or Magic is finally showing that he's an incompetent fucking idiot. And that everything up to this point has just been luck. Yeah, that's king.
I can go for the unhook. Shit. Shit.
I'm running away because he's on me and he's fucking all over this hook, so... I'm just gonna go try to find a hook.
Is he camping this hook?
Somewhere.
I think he's camping this hook.
He doesn't really have a reason to leave, because we're all over there, you know?
Okay, get out of here, girly.
Oh man, it's too early in the game to be suicide on hooking like that.
Yeah, I didn't know the doctor was right there until I was already committed.
Fair enough. And nobody's working on the gen right now except for me, but I have to be the one to come get you. This is not good. Shit, he's on me, so I'm gonna pull him as far away from me as I can.
I'm getting unhooked.
He's heading towards you. He's off me.
Well, I'm getting tunneled out of the game, so that's super cool.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Fucking 4 gens. Oh, he's running overcharge.
Jesus!
This guy's...
Yeah,
he's
needle
yeah, it makes sense. He's not a good doctor player because he's running overcharge. Yeah, I'm sorry that he's doing this at 4 gens. That's just fucking...
needle dick shit.
I'm genuinely considering leaving because I don't want to play this game with you dead so early, and like, I've got nothing to stay in here for. Assuming, of course, that there's still no DC penalty. Do you know if there is now?
I have not DC'd in a while, so I cannot answer that.
How the fuck did he still get that hit?
He's on McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I thought they fixed that. At least they said they did. That sucks shit.
Yeah, I don't think Magic is the Lakers GM anymore. Don't they have Cupchak back?
I genuinely have no idea. Okay, I'm actually going to deny him his barbecue and chili and check to see if we have a DC penalty. Oh, he's a rank 4 and he's using overcharge. What a meme. Okay. I'm going to sit there and have some like 4 weeks of fucking...
We have DC penalties back.
Okay, at least it's only 5 minutes.
Alright. So...
I was like, if it was cumulative for how many you've actually had this whole fucking time, with how many DCs I've had, it'd be like fucking... yeah. Like 80 fucking things by now.
Do they have a DC penalty for killers, too? They do, right?
Yeah, they have one for everybody. If you DC
Shit,
at
so
all. Yeah.
I can't DC any... Oh, damn, okay. Well, alright. I mean, I DC'd a lot when I was killer. I rarely DC'd as survivor. Austin, I'm going to figure that out. Austin. I'm probably going to do a custom graphic at the start of videos or something, but people started to complain, which I think is stupid. Like, if you don't want to listen to my intro, just fast forward 30 seconds. Like, it's YouTube, it's not a stream. But people were complaining about my 30-second intros. I don't know why they can't just click 30 seconds forward, but whatever.
Well, that's the thing, is that there's plenty of people who are just plain retarded. People complain to Joker about the ads that are on his videos. He has no control over them whatsoever.
Especially not now, because YouTube has started putting ads on every video, even people who are not monetized, so they can make money off of it.
Right. And yet people still complain to Joker about his ads. They say shit like he's selling out, and they don't like the ads that are on here, and they ask him to take it down. And it's all like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you have any idea how many bankers run this fucking website?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the only way I could get ads to not show on my videos if I started being really, really offensive, so no advertisers would want to put their ads on my videos.
You just sell your own water filters.
I would have to open every video with a discussion of repealing the 19th Amendment.
Based.
And just wait for the advertisers to go, we don't want to associate ourselves with this guy anymore.
We're not gonna take it.
I'd probably lose my YouTube channel, actually, so, you know. But...
yeah. How else are we supposed to watch that fucking 8-year-old video about...
Yeah. I've thought about putting those videos on private, but I kind of don't want to. They're funny.
Yeah. Man. Only 2 more minutes left.
Yep.
Wait, how are you already green rank? I'm sitting here at fucking rank 13. I mean, my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe you disconnected more than me? I'm not sure. I haven't been playing that much. Yeah, like, I genuinely don't get... Like, I understand the ads are annoying. And for the record, I will never ask people to, like, uninstall their ad blocker to watch my ads or anything like that, because that's stupid and, like, pathetic. Like, even if there's a moral argument for it, it's just kind of pathetic. But, I I don't understand why people can't just install ad blocker. I don't understand why people can't just skip 30 seconds forward in the ad. My intros are always about 30 seconds long. Like, I don't know why this is difficult.
Yeah, I don't either. But, you know, they're mostly a bunch of kids. What are you gonna do? Anyway, what I love is when I read a story from somebody online where you can very clearly tell the ethnicities of the people involved, but for whatever reason they didn't want to mention the ethnicities involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, I'm ready.
And it's just fucking hysterical to me because like this lady is telling a story. She's in Houston. That's important to know. She's in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, uh, it's she says it's about 6 p.m. and she's at a gas station and she's getting gas at a relatively abandoned place. There's not too many people around. So she's getting gas and this guy comes up to her and says he needs money for some gas so that he can go pick up his daughter from school. It's 6 p.m. though. So she
Mm-hmm.
says, oh, well, you know, I don't really carry cash anymore. He's like, oh, that's fine. You can just give me your credit card and I'll go in the
Oh
store
God.
and buy the gas. And she's all like, no, if, you know, I could give you $5 worth of gas, which pump are you parked at? I'll walk over and I'll put $5 in there. And that's when he's all like, hey, yo, just give me your card, bitch. Just give me your motherfucking card, bitch. I'm like, okay. So, according to her, what she did is she opened up her car door, and then her 130-pound Great Dane jumps out. And that scared the guy off.
Oh, that's
And
convenient.
I'm sitting there and I'm laughing, and I'm all like, and what if the dog does nothing? Or what if the dude's packing and decides he wants to fight the dog? You know? But I'm sitting there laughing because for whatever reason, you know, she doesn't want to mention the ethnicity here, but goes to the effort of fucking typing out that fucking shit. Oh man, that's good stuff.
All right, come on. Give us a match. Give us a motherfucking match.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Like, I remember back in the days of Blip TV. I don't know if you guys remember Blip, but they were like a competitor to YouTube. They didn't last that long. Didn't work out. Anyway, the like the Nostalgia Critic crew. You guys remember the Nostalgia Critic? He had like a whole crew of people who would review stuff with him. I think they were called Atop the Fourth Wall or something, or Channel Awesome. I can't remember. But they had one guy on there named Linkara who reviewed comic books. And he actually made a video on YouTube begging people to turn off their ad blocker for his videos so he could get ad revenue from them. And I remember thinking, like, this is just pathetic. Like, you know, maybe you can make a compelling argument. Maybe there's an ethical question here of ad blocker, maybe, but this is just sad. Like, I would rather go get a real job before I'd make a video like this, begging people to watch the ads on my videos. I remember Blip had a thing for a while where if you had an ad blocker up, they would make you wait 90 seconds before the video started and would have like a message on screen saying like, you know, the ads are only 30 seconds, so you may as well turn your ad blocker off. So, in a related news, Blip did not last that long.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a cake from last year.
Yeah. Triple cake. Let's go. I mean, honestly, outside of prestiging, I kind of have everything I want. I have survivors with every perk. I have kills with all the perks I care about. Like, I don't know what BP's doing for me at this point for the most part, unless I decide to prestige, which I probably will, but it's not the same thing.
Ass cheeks. Boy. Fuck.
Okay, here we go. They made a small change to the graphics. You see how the words on screen fade in and out? That's new, I think. I don't think that was the case a couple weeks ago.
Okay. I'll have to pay attention to that next game, because I am usually alt-tabbed.
Okay.
Do not pay attention to that shit. Oh, it's a pyramid head.
Ooh, okay.
He's running Sloppy Butcher. That's nice.
Or like sloppy butthole.
Okay, he appears to have left me be now.
Yes, he has. He went back to the gen.
I'm going to spend the next 60 seconds self-caring.
And he has Undying, so he probably has pretty good totems.
Either that or he's just running Ruin like usual.
I can heal you.
Okay, good.
Be a little quicker. No, don't come up here.
Let me know when you're finished.
Okay, finished.
Okay. Oh fuck, he's here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
This dickhead
oh, shit.
chased.
Fuck.
This dickhead ran him over here.
Shit.
Well, okay. At least it was him who went down.
Yes. I'll go get him in a second.
Yeah, I talked about that a little bit in my video, David. It sounds like there might be something good there. God damn it. Yeah, he's got Ruin.
Yeah, he's also the kind of guy that uses his pyramid head power to smack both people on the hook. So he also camps the hook. And this is all relevant because how the fuck did he grab me? If you're getting unhooked and these randoms don't have bar time, then you're just fucked.
Yeah.
By the way.
Is he putting a moat down in front of you by any chance?
No, he's not that kind of pyramid head player.
Okay, you're getting unhooked in a second here either way. Poor Muffin Man. But I'll come in for the heal as well. Okay, you're going to be healed in like 3 seconds here. Is there a reason why he didn't put him in the cup cage?
Yes, because see, he's on his second hook right now.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out. When he gets unhooked again, now on death hook, his power only goes away after you get rescued from the cage.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to, what you can do as pyramid head is wait until that dude's on his death hook now, like he is.
Mm-hmm.
The next time this guy goes down, he can just be instantly killed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. Speaking of which, we're probably all gonna die this match, because holy shit, there's like no fucking gens getting done at all. And we've already got this one guy's on death hook now.
Yeah. It's not going well.
He's also got chili because he just made a beeline for me.
Hey, heal me, you dickhead.
Wow, I really wish you could have seen what I just did. I bamboozled the fucking shit out of this guy. Pretty proud of myself for that, to be honest. Ooh. Oh, I see what's going on now. People run off of gens very quickly, so Ruin's doing a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
That's why we're getting fucked.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
I think these two may be retarded.
May? May? How long does barbed wire take to disappear?
Well, like I said, oh, you mean on the ground?
Yeah.
I really don't know. A minute. I don't know. No fucking clue. I messed that one up.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're not getting out, I don't think. I have a feeling we're not getting out on this one.
Of course we're not.
And that Cyrus guy might die on first hook at this rate.
Wait, no one got him? Oh, fuck. Yeah, he's screwed.
Yeah. I'll try to come get you in a second here. Well, that barely worked out in my favor, but I'll take it. I'll come get you. Don't die. Don't die. I'm
Shit.
coming.
I missed a thing. Yeah, okay. Everyone's on death hook now, and most of us have.
I gotta quickly go get this other unhook, so come with me, and then we'll all try to heal each other.
Okay.
Oh, that guy's screwed.
Yeah, he's dead. We're all gonna die.
Ah, there's the Moray. Although that means his chili didn't activate, so he's not necessarily going to know where we are, so that's kind of nice.
Well, he does know that we recently got this unhook.
True.
So I'm dead, because I was the one who didn't get healed.
Get. Run, run, run.
I'm just screwed.
Okay. God, that Mori is so quick. Like that's a Mori that actually has a like competitive advantage. Most Moris don't really change that much, I feel like, but that one, yeah. I'm gonna just hide, let this chick go down, and maybe get the hatch. I don't love my odds, but you know what? We're gonna make it happen. I believe in myself. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but you know what? It ain't over until the fat lady sings. Oh, what's up, dude?
Wow. Man, I'm playing like shit. I'm like routinely down at the bottom.
Yeah, we're rusty. It is what it is. Don't worry about it.
I feel bad, man. So yeah, ruin, undying, sloppy, chili. Yikes.
Pretty try hard.
For the most part. Stargate SG-1 a lot on Netflix recently.
Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot about that show. Never watched it myself.
It's pretty fun for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, like many, many shows throughout history, it went on for too long.
Mm-hmm.
When a show, no matter what genre it is, no matter what it's about, when a show has something that they build up for a long period of time and they finally give it to you, they should end the show right around that time. Instead, they kept going and it kind of just lost the fucking plot.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an example: Star Trek Voyager. Now, there were a lot of problems with that show, and one of the things that bothers me the most is that it became essentially the Borg show, and then they stopped giving a shit about the point of the fucking show, which is getting back home to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very least, in the last episode, they actually make it back home to Earth. You know, they didn't make it back home to Earth and then be like, okay, now we need another season or two of just weird shit happening. An example of a show going on for too long is Frasier. I really loved Frasier. Now, they teased for 8 fucking seasons, I think it was, that Frasier's brother Niles had a huge crush on his uh, father's home health care provider, who ended up also kind of becoming Frasier's housekeeper because he was a dick. Daphne. So finally, after many seasons of teasing this, they finally get together. To their credit, um, The characters changed, so it actually mattered that they got together, and they did a pretty good job there. But unfortunately, the lead writer for that show, who came up with the most ideas for that show, was killed in the 9/11 attacks.
Really? I did not know
Yes,
that.
he was on one of the planes. So they they kind of just had no idea what the hell to do at that point, and you could tell in those last few seasons that the show went on for too long because they didn't know what to do after that. A lot of the tension was gone, and Frasier almost became a sideshow act in his own fucking TV show named after him. The main character kind of became Niles and Daphne because they're like, well, we were teasing this for so long, we want to, go in this direction now. But they spent so much time with it that it's like, well, what the fuck do we do now? And then it just went off the rails. This is relevant for SG1 because the Stargate movie is about a conflict between the Stargate crew and this evil race of aliens called the Goa'uld. So they fight the Goa'uld for many, many seasons in Stargate SG-1. And then finally, after like 7 or 8 seasons, they finally defeat the Goa'uld. And then they keep going for like another 3 seasons because the show was too popular and too profitable. But they didn't have any idea what the hell to do after that. So what they kind of ended up doing is they just recycled the idea of the Goa'uld and had them fight, holdouts or, more alien races that were similar to the Goa'uld in behavior and all this other shit. And it was kind of just a disaster. And a lot of people are like, yeah, they probably should have cut that turd loose.
Yeah. It kind of makes me think of like do you remember that show Prison Break?
I know of it. I never watched it.
Yeah, that kind of had something going. They only really had an idea for one season, and then it was a big hit. Basically, a dude goes to prison to help his brother escape, and then at the end of the season, they escape, and then they were like, well, now what? And then they tried to keep it going for a while, and they didn't really have any good ideas after that one.
Okay, I saw what you said about the Fade. That is new.
Yeah.
But they also did a lot of graphical updates. They changed the way that a lot of people's faces look.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I wanted to try Quentin out to see how different he looks now. So remind me next game to play Quentin.
Yeah.
Did I use a cake this game? I don't think I did. I'm sorry.
Meh.
Anyway, yeah. So up until that happened, SG-1 was a lot of fun. But, it's...
Wasn't
when
Stargate
you have
the movie that Roland Emmerich directed?
I don't know, but if you remember that movie, it had Kurt Russell playing the main character. And they brought back as many of the characters as they could for the show, but they didn't bring back everybody. And the best example would be the character of Colonel Jack O'Neill, who was Russell Kurt's character, or Kurt Russell's character. But what they did is they replaced him with, I forget his whole name, but the actor that played MacGyver.
I don't remember his name either.
Hey, we're going up against a trapper, and this dude's actually an idiot who's setting traps in the grass next to the hook because he's dumb.
Sometimes you get lucky, I guess.
Basically. He's using brutal strength, so he kills pallets really fast.
Yes, he doesn't know I'm here. Yes.
I thought he was still on me.
I thought he was coming right at me.
Dude, I was in chase forever. What the fuck? Holy crap. I ended that chase like 5 fucking minutes ago. Anyway, yeah. So SG-1 was a lot of fun, but they should have known to end it when they did. And that's the sad thing is, like, I was bringing it up before. Lots of things ended before their time that I never got a satisfying conclusion to. There was this one show that I really liked. It was a sitcom called Outsourced.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't know if it had a fantastic side character in the show that was played by Diedrich Bader. Do you know who he is?
I know the name. I'm not sure I know the face.
Well, you remember Office Space. You loved that movie.
Yeah.
You remember the main character's neighbor who worked in construction?
The two chicks at the same time guy?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
Diedrich Bader.
Okay.
He was also in the Drew Carey show. Well, this guy Diedrich Bader was in the show Outsourced. He played a great role. I loved him on that show. And that show only lasted for one season before it got canceled. It got canceled. There was just one season. But what the show was about is that a guy who lived in Kansas City.
There's a trap
his whole,
close to him.
I know. His whole office gets outsourced. Their jobs get outsourced to India. So the main character gets to keep his job on the condition that he relocate to India to then work with the new crew.
Mm-hmm.
So that's his experience, is that he's a Midwestern man from Kansas City who now lives and works in India.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to pound out this last gen, then come get you.
All right. We have plenty of time.
Unfortunately, none of us have proved ourselves, so we may not be able to finish before he comes here. I don't know. Halfway done right now. Anyway,
He's dicking around
so,
right
yeah.
next to me, so I think you're okay.
It was a really fun show that had a lot of really good moments, but it only lasted for one season. So they tried to wrap things up as neat as they could, but it was kind of weird the way that they wrapped things up. You could tell that they had a lot more planned. They just weren't able to get to it. And, there's lots of other different shows that I've loved. So I find it funny when, these different shows don't get to last as long as they really should have or could have. But then other shows last for way the fuck too long. I'm going to open up this gate real quick before I come get you.
All right. He's kind of camping me, and he's kind of camping the exit gate that you're not at. I don't know exactly what he's doing here. It's kind of weird. But this one guy who's injured is trying to get me, which is a bad idea because he's injured, and now he's going to go down.
Yeah. He's unfortunately stupid.
He does not have NOED, so there's that.
Yeah, there's that. Plus, we're close enough to you that we should be able to get you and then haul ass out of here.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I don't step on a trap like an idiot.
The Bill should just have not tried that. That was very dumb.
Yeah, some children were meant to be left behind.
Alright.
Just haul ass.
Yeah. There's no reason to not. If you guys want to heal me real quick.
Yeah, so...
Okay, here he is.
I bet he's mad.
I mean, we gave him 2 free hits. Like, how mad are you going to be? Yeah, I do find it amusing how much the relationship between Rogers and the Packers has turned into, like, Bill and Hillary Clinton. Like, they don't like each other. They're just staying together because it's convenient. Like, it's very obvious now. Yeah. It's so obvious now. Like, even when they were talking about Randall Cobb, trading for Randall Cobb, they were like, this was something that was very important to Aaron. It just felt like they were just admitting, like, yeah, this is, we don't like each other very much, but he can't really, like, he's still under contract, so he's stuck. Wow, that is a rank 15 killer. And in fairness, I guess he played like it, but...
Woof. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so here's Quentin, the way that he looks now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no denying that he looks better, but it's just so radically different that I just, woof,
Mm-hmm. I mean, Anything would have been better than what it was before. Mein Kampf.
Yeah, I have no intention of playing as this guy. That is just
Yeah.
yikes.
Well, I'm almost
Alright,
out of cakes, so soon I'll be back on my main.
yeah. I'm thinking, ow, that my fucking hand hurts. But, what, like one more game after this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Weird.
Yeah, fine.
People are stupid. Dumbasses. Upvoted because of whammon. What the hell?
Yeah, the queue is starting to slow down a little bit too. So yeah, one more game and we'll call it.
No doubt.
But yeah, so over the weekend, because of the BP event, I'll be slamming DVD as hard as I can. And then after that, I might want to play some single player for a bit. I don't know exactly, but the next 2 days I'll be hitting it pretty hard.
Yeah, I get it. What I'm gonna try to be doing is just working as much as I can. I fucking need money.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually took the last 2 days off from work because I just wasn't feeling it.
Nice.
And, they understood that given the situation that I was in, me needing a little bit of time, they're pretty good with that.
Yeah, I get it.
It's the first time we've not had a dog in this house in 18 years.
Oh man, it must feel really quiet.
It is. It is. I think we will probably get another one sooner rather than later. My mom kept saying she didn't want another one, but now that there's no dog here, she's starting to really be like, well, this is just kind of sad.
What? All I
No.
heard was my mom, and then you cut out.
Oh, okay. My mom was saying that she didn't want a dog after this one, but now that there's no dog here, she's like pretty like this is just boring and sad.
Fucking lefty memes, dude. Yeah, it's the shit sucks, man. It's really hard to live with.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get any easier, you know.
Yeah, Shauna, my dog died. Well, we put her down 2 days ago because she was basically in permanent seizure. And I don't think she could control her tongue either, because when she was awake, she didn't seem to have very much control or awareness of anything. So, yeah. Part of the reason why I wasn't streaming very much lately is because taking care of her the last few weeks, or maybe even a month, it was not easy. There was a lot to it. She did not really know how to do things anymore because she was also, I think she had dementia. Like, we would
Yeah.
put water in her water bowl right in front of her, and then she would start dicking around in her food bowl, wondering why there was nothing in it. And then we'd have to, like, really point her in the direction of the water bowl, and then she would realize, oh, there's something in here. It was weird.
Yeah, that can be pretty rough. So I mean, under those circumstances, if you've been streaming and then Washi comes along and says something retarded, he's getting banned forever. You know.
Maybe. Did he just get one hit KO'd?
No.
Okay.
But he got hit the first time almost instantaneously as soon as the match started.
Yeah, okay.
It is a nemesis.
Oh, okay. And the thing you guys gotta understand is we always knew the end was not going to be fun. Like, she had so many health issues.
Is he actually tunneling this Jake? Holy shit. He's actually tunneling this Jake.
Should I come get you?
Somebody else is already picking me up.
Oh, okay.
This is... Oh my god, that's hysterical, dude. He's actually tunneling this fucking Jake.
Well, he's a Jake, so you know what?
He's actually fucking tunneling this Jake. Oh my god, that is fucking hysterical. What's even better is that the Jake let himself get tunneled. Because, like, he wasn't infected, bro. He was not infected. So the guy just sat there and took a fucking whack and then went down.
Okay, I'm gonna go get this unhook. I need unhooks for a rift challenge.
I'm wondering if this Jake, like, pissed him off or something. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, damn it! You jackass. I hope the nemesis rapes your brains out.
I will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you.
Shit, I mean, he's on me.
Yeah, I'm working on Jen. He does not have ruin.
Yes, he does not. Huh. Nemesis just stopped chasing me for no real reason.
So yeah, gas finally crossed $5 a gallon here.
I only have to get gas once every 2 months right now, so I barely, like, I'm sure next time I go, I'm gonna be like, holy shit, what the hell just happened here?
Yeah.
But I mean, we all kind of know what happened here.
Yeah. This is, Because I can't even sit here and say this is why you don't vote for Democrats, because, like, they fucking lost. They just... You know, in came the mountain of midnight fucking ballots while no one was allowed to keep count of anything. Then the Supreme Court inexplicably decided that they didn't want to hear any case about it. Even though, like, half of them are people that Trump put up there. Fucking Judases. Ugh. I still like, I mean, this fucking shit happened in fucking March. Somebody said this. They said the best fucking Trump 2024 ad that you could think of right now would be if Trump pays some of these gasoline companies just run an ad on little TV screens that they have on pumps now.
I think that was from like, Babylon B. I think Babylon B kind of...
Right, yeah, that was it. And they're just like, hey, yeah, you miss me yet? I'm sitting there like, look, man, you know, because the fucking virus destroyed construction work here.
And now it's probably going to start getting destroyed again because of this Delta variant stuff. I was watching the news earlier today during dinner, and it's bad.
It's definitely.
It's going to go back to the way it was. I really do think that.
There's no question, because they don't have anything else that they can really do, other than just like trying to make people's lives miserable again. Okay, I'm trying to waste his time, but he's like committed to fucking trying to get me down here. He sucks ass at aiming his fucking tentacle, though. I feel bad for this guy.
On the console, I can see the tentacle being really hard to aim. I don't know if he's a console player or not, but, Like, one guy I know is a console player, and he was kind of interested in trying Deathslinger, and I was like, on console, Deathslinger is awful.
Yeah, I can't imagine how bad that would feel like. But, I got an email the other day telling me that I've been door dashing for over a year now. That I hit my 1-year anniversary recently. And that fucking depressed the shit out of me because I was like, oh yeah, it was this time last year that I was devastated after I lost the best job that I'd ever had because of the virus. And I then spent the next 7 fucking months unemployed before I got a job for like 2 months before they let me go because the work finished. And then my career was just fucking dead. Feels good, man. Yeah. So I'm still doing this fucking door dashing shit. I thought it was just going to be a temporary thing that I'd do for a while. And here I am, it's a fucking year later. And like I said, gas price has gone up over $5 a gallon now. I'm like, holy shit. Pretty much all the fucking money that I spend is just going to gas. And I can't fucking keep up with how much gas it's taking me to make the money. And then all that money is then going to fucking buy more gas.
Unsustainable.
Right. The whole thing's gonna end up on its ass pretty soon.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me, dude.
Yes. Oh, I just realized this guy's been chasing me for a long period of time this game, but he hasn't hooked me at all yet.
Okay, well, I'm working on the last gen, but it just got started, so y'all gonna have to give me some time with this.
I understand now why he tunneled that Jake out of the game, because if he didn't, he'd be so fucked right now. Like, he barely has an opportunity to make something happen this game, and the only reason is because he tunneled that Jake out of here. One thing that's really helped is that I got a flashlight. So I've been blinding these zombies.
Yeah. If you have a flashlight, those zombies are damn near useless. Like, they stay stunned for like 3 years. Get back on that gen you were working on. I'm going to run him away.
Okay.
And he hasn't hit me yet, so I've got some capital to spend here. God, punching a dude with Nemesis feels so damn satisfying.
Absolutely. Honestly, if his power instead was like charging up the power level on his punch, so then his punch could become an insta-down, so you could just fucking pimp slap somebody and they just go down right away, I would totally be happy with that. Because it's like, his power's fine, when it gets going, it's good and shit, but it's best in a fucking running around a pallet loop. And I'm sitting there laughing because I'm like, dude, the last thing we needed was another killer with a power designed around interacting with pallet loop engagements.
Okay, I cannot confirm or deny if he has NOED yet, unfortunately, because that was not a punch. That was a tentacle swipe.
Fair enough. Okay, he is in fact not heading towards me, so I'm gonna get this gate open. He doesn't break pallets. There's like a shitload of pallets just laying down.
Yeah, I especially because of who it is. Like, they need to be careful with him. They traded a bunch of stuff to get him. Last thing they need to do is rush him back for game 1 and then lose him for the year. Because, honestly, if Wentz has another major injury, I think he would just retire. Like, at a certain point, your body just can't take it anymore. Haha.
What a dick. Okay, I'll get between you and him.
Okay.
Yeah. You know where the gate is, right?
I think I do.
Yeah, you should be able to see it by now.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Are you right behind me?
Okay. Yes, but he can hit you with the 10. Okay, never mind. There's another guy. Yeah, you should be good.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm out of here.
Yeah, we body blocked him. We body blocked him.
Nice try, shithead.
At the end of the day, I also had a flashlight, so he wasn't going to get away with that.
Yeah.
If he tried to pick you up, I would have just had him drop you immediately.
All right. Good way to end off the night.
Finally. Okay. Wow, I must have got a lot of points for those fucking flashlights. Poor Jake, though.
Well, that's what he gets for being Jake. Yeah, he's a console player.
Easy peasy, Japanesey.
All right.
Let's rock.
All right, guys. See you all tomorrow. I'll have a video tomorrow.